SheiKra is a Bolliger Mabillard dive coaster located at Busch Gardens Tampa. It opened in 2005 as North America's first dive coaster, and it also opened as the world's longest, tallest, and fastest dive coaster. SheiKra stands 200 feet tall, has nearly 3,200 feet of track, reaches a top speed of 70 miles per hour, and has one inversion. While this coaster does not do much aside from that initial dive, its ride experience is quite enjoyable. This is our full-length, in-depth review of SheiKra and our comments about what you can expect when you go to Busch Gardens Tampa to ride this coaster. Now, let's get into the review. SheiKra is located in the Stanleyville section of the park, right in between the Stanley Falls Flume and Tigris. To get to the ride from the park's front entrance, you proceed straight through the Morocco section, past Iron Gwazi, and up through Sesame Street Safari of Fun. This route is the most direct, though if you are coming from rides like Phoenix Rising in Pantopia or Kumba in the Congo, you walk through the Jungala section of the park and down past Tigris to get to the ride. If you take the most direct route, you cross a bridge and go down some stairs into a plaza that is directly underneath SheiKra. This is a stunning visual as the park pathways go around and directly underneath the ride. As you approach SheiKra's front entrance, you will not see much theming. You will, however, see a stone-like structure displaying a cool-looking sign with the ride's name. You will also see SheiKra's only inversion towering over the park pathway. What SheiKra lacks in theming, it makes up for in stature. This is a large ride. As you enter the queue, you walk directly underneath the ride's first turn out of the station and make your way to a multi-level queue building which sits right next to SheiKra's lift hill. When you reach the ride platform, you will see bridges connecting the queue and station buildings and one of SheiKra's 3-car, 24-passenger trains. These trains are floorless and have the old Bolliger Mabillard over-the-shoulder restraints, though SheiKra originally opened with floored trains. Once you have ported your train, secured your over-the-shoulder restraints, and cleared dispatch, a gate opens and the floor retracts, and you proceed forward out of the station to begin your ride. As you make your way out of the station, you take a right-hand, slightly banked turn towards the lift hill. At the top of the lift hill, you make a near 180-degree unbanked turnaround before slowing down and engaging the holding brake. As you engage the holding brake, the train creeps forward as it gets closer to the edge of SheiKra's towering first drop. This brief pause gives amazing views of the park. It also gives a great view of the ride's first drop and inversion. After a few seconds, the holding brake releases and you go down SheiKra's 290-degree first drop. While the initial hold and drop are great in the front row, you get some nice floater airtime going down the first drop while sitting in the back row. Given the winged nature of SheiKra's outer seats, you still get some great views while sitting in the second and last rows. At the bottom of the first drop, you get some strong positive G-forces before pulling up into SheiKra's massive Immelman loop. As you come out of that Immelman loop, you fly down into a left-hand banked turnaround which flies up towards SheiKra's mid-course brake run. The mid-course brakes slow the train down to a near crawl, which actually helps with the second much smaller drop into the second half of the layout. You dive off the mid-course brake run down into some great rock work and a tunnel before flying up into a right-hand banked turnaround down into SheiKra's splashdown. This is one of the ride's best visuals for non-riders walking near the splashdown. You then take a short climb up into a forceful right-hand banked turn, which tightens quite a bit as you traverse it, before gliding into the final brakes to complete your ride. SheiKra is an enjoyable and forceful ride. While it may be a one-trick pony with that massive vertical first drop, SheiKra is a great ride with some great moments. Its standout moments have to be the first drop, the pull up into the Immelman, the splashdown, and the last turn into the final brake run. Each of these moments had some great forces, easily making SheiKra a top-tier coaster at Busch Gardens Tampa. While it lacks any discernible theming in the queue, SheiKra has some great rock work which really enhances its overall presentation. The floorless trains also enhance the ride. It never gets old looking at all the dangling feet while on the holding brake right before going down the first drop. For North America's first Bolliger and Mabillard dive coaster, SheiKra showcases everything that makes this ride type a fan favorite among general park goers. It is fast, smooth, forceful, and amazing to watch off-ride, especially since you can walk around and underneath it. You can also get pretty close to the ride. For a Bolliger and Mabillard dive coaster, SheiKra is definitely one of the better Bolliger and Mabillard coasters out there. Overall, SheiKra gives a thrilling ride and pulls some great positive G-forces. It also has some great floater airtime going down its massive first drop. It is also one of the most photogenic rides in the park, especially while standing next to the splashdown and the second dive. For our final score, we give SheiKra an 8 out of 10. While it may not be as good as Kumba or Montu, SheiKra still helps to make up a great trio of Bolliger and Mabillard roller coasters for Busch Gardens Tampa. It is just an enjoyable and fun ride with some surprisingly good forces. So, let us know in the comments below if you have ridden SheiKra at Busch Gardens Tampa, and if so, what you think about it. And if you enjoy this video or are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for more coaster content like this. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more coaster reviews and amusement park content coming soon to Coaster Adventures, and we hope to see you in the next one.